Hello everybody, welcome back to Resinette. Today I'm going to be working on this really beautiful little brooch or brooch, however you want to pronounce it. This little flower came from IntoResin, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little bit, I've got just a tiny little bit of some JDiction, 2 ounces of JDiction made up, which is going to be more than we need for this. And I've got just a little tiny bit of this kind of a ruby red color that was left over from a different project I was working on. And I think what I want to do is just go into the very tip of this flower. Do you see there, just that little round spot there in the center? I'm going to go ahead and pour this into that little spot there. Okay, and it kind of went out of it a bit, and that's just fine. I'm going to have it kind of look like it's kind of spreading out here just a little. And I can see down inside of there, I don't see any kind of a bubble or anything, but isn't that pretty? It's just so sparkly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take my resin, and I'm going to start at the petals, and I'm going to kind of go backwards here, and that's to kind of try to keep that red in the center. This is a really pretty mold, and it really doesn't have, doesn't take very much resin at all. Okay, so there is that part. Now, I'm going to take some more of this and just kind of drizzle it into the petals on the edges. And I need a stick here. I'm going to just do like a drop in each side. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull it out to the ends. And then I'm going to pull it out towards the center. I haven't tried this before, so I don't know if this is going to work what I have in mind, but it's always kind of fun to see. Oops, that one's kind of going off the other way. Okay, now I'm going to do just a light spray of alcohol from up above. Me messing with all of with the stick and stuff in there is brought up just a few little micro bubbles. So I don't know, a lot of you, there's a lot of you that have not probably ordered from IntoResin yet. And I do get that some of the molds are a little bit more on the pricey side, but if you are looking for some nice quality molds, gosh, they really do have some nice quality molds. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour and fill this up. I'm just going to go down the center. Okay, now this is full. Kind of maybe do another little bit of the flower petal. have it at a couple of different levels. Okay, there we go. All right, that's just going to give it a little bit of extra color, and one more little spray of alcohol. And then we're going to let this cure, and I'll be back and we'll demold it. I'll see you then. Hello, everyone. So this is completely cured, and I'm excited to get it out. I've got a few bubbles that got trapped that I can see buried down in there, but I'm not sure if it's going to affect the outcome or not. But let's take this out and see. It already looks so sparkly. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Wow. So, oh my gosh, you guys. I got a little bit of piece of something. I know I want to hurry up and turn it around, but that's going to bug me if I don't cut that off of there. Let's go. So look at how beautiful this is. Let's turn this over. Oh my gosh. I mean, I hate to keep saying, oh my gosh, but I go back and I hear my videos when I'm editing them and I'm thinking, oh, sounds ridiculous, but I'll tell you what, you know, I'm seeing it for the first time with you guys, and sometimes I just can't help my reaction, but wow, that turned out much more beautiful even than I could have ever imagined. So I collect Swarovski crystal, and I'll tell you, if I didn't know any better, this would look, it looks like crystal. I mean, that is really, really beautiful. I don't see any bubbles in there. And now this was done with the 4-hour demold. And look how glass-like and clear this is. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Now, this is a brooch or brooch mold, right? So I do have pins to put on the back to make my brooch, but I'm not too sure that wouldn't show through. Gosh, that's too big to be a pendant, isn't it? Oh my gosh, it's just so pretty. I cannot get over this. So here is the mold. I mean, and you can tell that it's going to be pretty inside, but I never dreamed it was going to look like that. Wow. Okay, so I am going to figure out what I want to do with this. I mean, I could even maybe hang this from my mirror in my car, as long as it didn't blind people. But, oh gosh, what do you think? What do you think about how this turned out? Here's a close-up. This is the bottom. Look at that. This is the bottom, and look how pretty it is. And then you turn it over, and it's just so beautiful. Making sure that I'm trying to make sure this is focusing all right. I don't want to get too close where it's not going to focus, but I want you to be able to see all the detail. I will definitely post the link for this mold if anybody is interested in it on the IntoResin site. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to do is I was showing this to you with me holding it up like this, and I thought I'm going to show you, because remember we put those colors in there. So here it is against a white background, and you can see the little bit of the swirl of that pinkish cranberry. We put the cranberry in there. Another thing is I bought these on Amazon. This definitely would need a silver one if you were to do it this way. And they're not, these are not fancy, right? They just have the C clasp here. No clasp, actually, just the little C shaped thingy here. So if we did turn this into a brooch, I think what I'd want to do is find that bubble and have that bubble be on the bottom so it's not noticeable. It's really not noticeable really anyway, but let's see, if we were to put this on there across the middle, Let's see if it would show up. You know what? It doesn't really show up. What do you think? Can you see it back there? I mean, you can kind of barely see it, but if I put it across the middle, I'm not sure that it would really show up much. Now, another thing you could do is these are just inexpensive, clear, like flat-backed, oh gosh, bezels, or what do you call these things? I forget what you do with these, but they're like, you know, to put on the back of a pendant. And I got some clear ones just because I thought that might be kind of fun to have with some of the resin projects. But I could put that back here. It wouldn't show at all. And then I could put a little clamp on there. And that would be if you wanted to hang it. I mean, I don't think I would turn this into a keychain. You certainly could. Oh my gosh, you actually certainly could turn that into a keychain. It would be so pretty, and it looks like glass, and it's not. So, wow, you could actually probably sell these that way. Gosh, I got all kinds of ideas now. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to make some more of these. Maybe a couple of different colors, maybe a purple, and maybe try one in yellow. And then I'll come back and we'll just do a couple of different creations with them. And if you're interested to see how those turn out, then stick with me and I'll be back in just a little bit. All right, you guys, here are some other colors I made. I just am in love with this mold. I went ahead and bought a couple of extras. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this inspired you and that you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much, and I will see you all next time.